Welcome, thespians.
Welcome. This episode is all about the actor, an actor's etiquette. Now again, as with audience etiquette on our last episode, this episode will not cover every aspect of an actor's job and how an actor should behave in all aspects, but it does cover some of the key aspects that sometimes get overlooked, but also are extremely important for an actor, whether they're on stage or backstage.
Yeah, when we think about etiquette, it can sound kind of fancy and a little like old-fashioned, but really all it is how to make sure that you conduct yourself when you're an actor in this case in such a way that you're a good castmate, a good coworker, if you will, a good ensemble member. Have you ever had an instance where an actor didn't follow some of these etiquette rules that we're going to talk about?
I'm not
We
going to
don't
say
need
I'm
to
guilty.
name names. We don't need to name names.
I'm not guilty. I don't care what any of my previous teachers or anybody else, the director said. But yes, this happens quite often, especially missing a cue. That's a major area that actors, sometimes they're in the zone. They're thinking about what they got to do, and they're thinking so hard, they didn't hear the cue.
Right.
So that is something that can be considered, and it's one of the things that we'll address.
And sometimes, we're all human. We get backstage, we've got a minute to rest and maybe socialize with some folks backstage. And in doing that, we kind of get caught up and forget to listen and pay attention to what's going on stage, and we miss our cue. And there can be times where that can be, it's never good. It's never a good thing to miss a cue. But there are some times where it can be kind of disastrous. One of the other things we're going to talk about, I don't want to give away too much, has to do with props and costume pieces, the things that we handle and work with and do things with on stage. And to give you a little bit of a preview, the bottom line is if it's not yours, don't touch it, no matter how helpful you may think you're being. I had one time I was doing a play and there was a prop, it was a letter, so it's just a piece of paper. But it was absolutely consequential it was really kind of the turning point of the whole play. And the actor went off stage, came back and couldn't find the letter, or she had left it backstage. Somebody had either knocked it off. We never did find out what happened to it, but somehow it wasn't where it was supposed to be. And it kind of messed up the next scene. It didn't ruin everything, but it definitely caused some panic on stage. Yes. The actors made it through, but after that we made sure to make extra copies of the letter.
If you want to screw up an actor, drop a line, lose a prop. That'll do it every time.
Yep, that'll do it every time. It's amazing how much a single piece of paper can make a difference in a play when it's not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Now we are talking about actors with these, making sure they're not touching other people's props and such. That also goes for the director. If you're not using the prop, don't move it in case somebody has, like she said, put it in a specific place so that they can get to it.
That sounds like that may have happened to you at some point, maybe.
Never. I would never do that.
I don't know.
It could have happened 1 or 2, 3 times, but probably not.
The bottom line is, anytime we're doing a play, whether you're an actor or on the crew or a director or stage manager, we're all part of a team and we want to be good teammates. And so that's really what we're talking about today, is how to make sure that you are or are not doing things that will help the team accomplish its goal to have a successful production.
Yeah. So let's get right on into this, and then we'll come back and tie it all up. All right. Hopefully you got something out of this episode on actors etiquette. Again, this is not necessarily everything. It's by far not anywhere near everything that an actor needs to consider and or be working on during a production.
Right, it's just sort of kind of the overall view. And really, I think kind of when in doubt, if you're not sure how to handle a particular situation or how you're going to be expected to conduct yourself, first of all, ask.
Communication is very, very important.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ask your director, ask your stage manager, ask a fellow actor, especially if you are working with a company you've never worked with before and there are other more experienced actors there with you. If there's something you're not sure how to handle the situation, being open about that and asking those questions and getting the answers is better than sort of trial and error in some cases. And second is just sort of always default to respect. Respect each other's time, each other's space, each other's things, belongings.
You don't have to like each other. It would be great if you did, but you do need to respect these people are working hard. Even if you don't like them for whatever reasons, or they don't like you still have to respect that everybody's doing a job and trying to do the best to their ability.
Right. And not everybody's hard work is done in front of you. So don't fall victim to the idea that you're the one working the hardest and that your job is the toughest or even the most important. Because even if you are the leading man or the leading lady of the show and you think, well, the show couldn't even happen without me. Yeah, well, the show couldn't happen without a lot of people. So keep the perspective of your role and your position in perspective, and definitely nothing trumps that need for respect of the work that the other people in your ensemble are doing.
Right, because your actors are spending several weeks probably rehearsing. That's their bulk of their job. By the last couple of weeks, they should more or less be fine-tuning what they're doing. Mm-hmm. And then that's where the stage manager really picks up their job. Not that they're not working hard already, mm-hmm. but now they're starting to tie in all the tech stuff. They're starting to tie in scene changes. All these different things, all these different elements are coming in, and so they're more busy at this point. So even at that time, communication is still incredibly important, because if an actor comes up, if she's the stage manager, I come up and hey, what about this? Oh, don't talk to me right now. I'm busy. Why not take 5 seconds out, find out what it is they need. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can direct them to the person that could answer it more directly, maybe the director, somebody else, or maybe it only takes 5 seconds to answer the question.
Right, could be something really simple. Like,
and it could also be something extremely important that you didn't take time to find out, that there's a prop missing, and later, where's that prop? Well, you wouldn't talk to me, so I couldn't tell you.
Right, and we're all human. We all have moments where the tiredness takes over and we say things that aren't supportive of each other, the total team. But we want to go in with the idea that we're all in this together. We all want the same thing, which is a successful production. We're all working hard, and if we respect each other's work and time, then it's all going to work out. It's going to come out, and we're going to have a great show.
And so next time, we're going to talk about blocking and stage direction and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for the next episode.